You can only be you, baby.
To another episode of the You Can Only Be You podcast. We are your hosts, Jacoby.
And Keisha. The Johnsons.
The Johnsons. First and foremost, rest in peace to DMX and Shock G. I'm a big hip hop fan. These are definitely cultural influencers for the culture and the wave of hip hop's RP to them. I actually, were you a DMX fan?
I wasn't not a fan, you know. Wasn't like somebody that was super involved in his music, but I appreciated it when I heard it.
Yeah, I definitely was I wouldn't say a hardcore fan, but definitely a fan. I was more so hardcore on his movies because it was definitely certain movies of his I would watch over, like As It Wounds, Cradle to the Grave. Those would be definitely the go-to. Belly, of course.
I would say that's the first one I remember watching. It's Belly.
I would know that verbatim. You know, some scenes, and you know, Tommy Guns. That was Tommy Guns, and so definitely R.I.P. to him.
Shock G, the Humpty, the Humpty, do the hump.
Yeah,
do me, baby.
Now you know
no, I don't own the rights to that music.
Ain't that a shame you gotta say that nowadays?
Hey, whatever works
with the trademarks, and then you know the copyright and the intelligent property, and things. Those are certain loopholes. We need to get a lawyer. We actually need to hire a lawyer.
Looking for a lawyer just to have, so you know.
But those are certain loopholes that people need to be aware of. This game is real out here. We wanted to discuss changing the brand or trying to rebrand.
Being you can only be you.
You can only be you, baby. But it was more an analogy of...
It was going along the lines of a lot of times we say, I hear people say, or I've heard people say and make a statement, you know, I'm going to be somebody different. I want to change myself. I want to, you know, be a whole nother person. And that's kind of unrealistic due to the fact that, from my perspective, I feel like you can change the label, but you can't change the ingredients.
Right.
So you can rebrand yourself. Yeah, you can change the label, but with that being said, you still are who you are.
Who you are, down to the core.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, I believe you should get better at just being you. Like if you are...
It's stages, it's levels.
Yeah. You know, if you are a quiet person... That doesn't have. You can use your strengths and your weaknesses as your superpower. You can use them when you need them. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's okay to be quiet if you are a loud person. I mean, sometimes people need to be loud. You need loud people. Yeah. You need quiet people. Yeah. You need bold people. You need reserved people. So
it's just evolving and getting more comfortable with your skin. I think that comes with maturity. Because a lot of older people, man,
more mature,
however you want to label it.
Well, it is. You're more mature.
They can be rude. I mean, when you work with a lot of old people, they are straight to the point. They earn it because you know what.
Why is being to the point considered being rude?
No. We know the kind of old folks out there.
Why are you using the analogy old? Like, what's mature. Old? What's mature. Old though?
We're talking.
That's perspective.
I would say 70 plus.
Older. I would say like 80. No. I would say more mature though.
70 plus.
People still working at 70s plus.
Yeah, but not a lot. Not the major population.
I mean, people that are... Okay, so if you look at... When you become 70, I'm going to tell you, more than likely, you'll still be the same person, just in a different body, per se.
And that's the hardest part. I was telling someone this at the gym.
Just the label's different.
What's so hard is getting my mind to understand my body can't do what it used to do.
Right. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. You are the same person as you mature. Yeah. It's just the body, like what is holding your mind. Mm-hmm. You look and you're like, man, these hands are different.
Right.
Whose body is this?
Like as you look in the mirror, but you. What's crazy?
So you have to rebrand yourself.
You get better, intelligent. Like you get sharper. You get more. You get everything is faster, more mature. Because I said this to someone. I said mentally, if you compare me to the 25-year-old version of me, I'll kick his ass mentally. Physically, oh no, it's a whole different ballgame.
But if you use a component for X amount of time, it is going to have wear and tear, which means it may perform as such,
right?
Which is the body,
right? Which is the body.
Yeah. And so,
health is wealth.
Some people get sad because I think that when they think that I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but just from my perspective and interacting with people, some people get sad because I feel like when they say they want to be, I'm going to change, I'm going to be this different person. When that change isn't like what they think, like I think they think the change is the ingredients. They don't necessarily realize that they don't really what's already there is there. You know what I mean? Who you are is already who you are. So the programming that you have, the things you've experienced, the things you've been taught, I mean, that's already there. It's already instilled. I mean, it doesn't go away.
Because it gives you a perspective and a certain look on life. So you always, no matter how you evolve, you're going to have this certain perspective.
Right, because that's the ingredients. Like, that's always there.
I understand, but at the same time, you can't change the ingredients. I 100% agree. But those ingredients can make different entrees.
You can add to them. You can definitely add to the ingredients. That's rebranding, though. Once again, that's just changing the label. So even though the ingredients are the same, I mean, potato is a potato. You can bake it. You can mash it. You can make French fries. Right, you can, but at the end of the day, it's still a potato. Right. So all you're doing is taking a potato and you're rebranding it and labeling it as these. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But a potato can't be sad because it's a fry. And it's like, oh, I thought that because I was a French fry, I'm still not a potato. I thought because I got mashed
on a Sunday morning, I'm a potato. I'm a couch potato. On a work day, on a weekday, I'm a French fry. I'm sparkling.
That's all I'm saying. It's
French fries don't sparkle. My bad.
Meaning that even though you're changing the label, at the end of the day, when you go home or whatever, you have to realize that it's a potato. It's still a potato.
It's still a potato. I get what you're
saying. I mean, it's a great. Potatoes are amazing.
But
they can be used so many different ways.
All the cook game.
Exactly, just like people. Right. But we are. Then you can add stuff to a potato. Sometimes you can put salt on it, not salt. Sometimes you can put pepper, not pepper.
The whole analogy. You're making me hungry. We're gonna have to go in there and dice some potatoes.
So you can only be you.
You can only be you, baby. But I definitely think comes with maturity, comes wisdom, because, like Muhammad Ali said, if you're looking at the world at 25, at 50 the same way you did at 25, you just wasted 25 years. So the rebranding or evolving has to happen.
Absolutely.
It has to happen.
Absolutely.
And that's a mindset thing too, because everybody knows hindsight is 20/20. If I knew everybody's favorite thing, if I knew this at age, boom, I'll be way ahead. Well, you don't. Now you know it now. So it's the second best time the best time to plant a seed was yesterday. Second best is today. So it's always better to age like fine wine, in a sense.
It's funny hopefully when you say that. You say people say, "I wish I had knew this back then." It's kind of like you probably did. You just didn't listen.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you weren't ready to receive it.
We weren't ready to receive it because we always say we wish life came with a handbook, and it's like it does. It's called your elders, your grandparents, your parents. Right. They are the handbook to life. I mean, they are telling you what is and isn't going to happen for the most part.
Yes. But sometimes you don't want to be limited to their limitations and their not knowing.
You're right.
Of certain things.
I don't know. You're limiting. I just think that they're giving you advice. I don't think we listen. So that's why I'm like, I think we know, and people tell us. We just don't. We're just not listening, or like you said, ready to receive.
But you cannot be ready to receive it. But also, you have to be open. Everything should be taken with an open perspective and open mind until proven otherwise, based on your own experience. because you want to take from this person to blend it and make it yours. So same thing with your elders. That's the thing with advice. Everybody got advice, but don't nobody want it, right? So with your elders, they will have certain experiences that shape their life, and they're going to put that off on you, and it's going to be fixed. But you take that with a grain of salt and apply it and still be open, because things evolve.
I never really thought that when I was getting advice from elders that it was being put off on me. I never thought they was putting their experience. I thought they were just sharing and then giving me the opportunity to take that advice
I hate to say put
and
off,
use it to my advantage. Like,
I hate to say
I
put
felt
off.
like it was empowering me to be able to use that advice to my advantage to make better choices and better decisions.
Some approaches are different, you know. Some people get whooped, some people don't get whooped.
Right.
You know, that's a real thing.
Yeah, punishment is but I mean, people get punished in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, people ain't got different types of reprimanding or punishment. I mean, like my father never spanked me. I'm like, I never got a whipping by my father ever in life.
That explains a lot.
My mom, on the other hand, might have been more disciplinary. I mean, did I get put on punishment? No, I didn't really have. I didn't get put on punishment like that. I definitely got.
But my last whooping, quote unquote, the last time I had a whooping was me and my brother. We fought.
How old were you?
I want to say 12. That was the last whooping.
It was like a belt.
No, my father came with a belt. And he basically made me and my brother fight. Because we was doing something and we messed some things up in the house. And then he was like, y'all want to fight? Then fight. And he made us fight. Like fight. And it was exhausting to fight my brother. But then to get a whooping after that, it was like, oh my God. Like, no. But that was like, I think after a while, because me and my brother got tagged after that. So it was like,
that was cool. It was about an experience.
Yeah, we know we if we gonna take it there with each other, anybody else will, do damage. It's weird how that happened with siblings, you know?
I don't know. My brother and I have never actually fought. And the last time I got a whooping, I was 13. I can remember the last time I actually...
I think at a certain age, the parent has to understand, the child is gonna...
I don't even know if I actually got a whooping. I just remember my mom saying she was going to whip me and she had a belt. And I remember her acting like she was going to whip me. I remember saying, no, we're not going to. This is like, why are we doing this? Like, why are you whipping me?
Right.
At this point, it's like, it's kind of abusive and it's not really working and I'm too big for this and I'm big as you and it's going to become a fight.
Do you think whoopings work?
I never cried when I got a whooping. So I personally don't think they worked for me. I think that depends on the child. I don't think they work for me.
I think...
I never cried. I didn't...
I think they work because they're a tool, but they shouldn't be abused. Meaning, everything does not deserve a whooping. Mm-hmm. Everything does not. Or,
Well, it's hitting. I feel like a spanking or a whipping is a belt on the butt. Is something that you use to spank your child on the bottom. I think if you are aiming for anything, I mean, if you're smacking your child in the face, just being honest, if you're smacking your child in the face or anything like that, I'm just like, why are you doing that? Why are you hitting people in the face? If you're looking for weapons to hit a child with, why are you doing that? And if you're upset.
This that country stuff?
No, but if you like... Okay, so if you were a parent, like I never would spank my kids when I was upset. I would wait until I was mad.
Right.
Because
you don't want to do it out of anger. Right.
I mean, at that point, you're abusing them. If you're hitting somebody, they're a little kid. If you're going to hit a little kid because you're mad, like, get over yourself.
Right.
And then this is the thing. What did they do? If they broke something that you left out, I mean, who's really to blame? Like, it's a kid. So you expect the kid to think and react as if you would? Or to even respect or have the responsibility about something that you would?
Do you know...
that's unrealistic.
You know, of course it's unrealistic, but
So you shouldn't beat them for it or whip them for it. It has to be legitimate.
I mean, depends on the area. Because at my age, I mean at 12, you know.
Well, okay, when a child
Chicago, like, people do dumb stuff.
Okay, I think it's important to get in trouble for making bad choices. And for doing things and that those bad choices have, caused things. I don't think it's okay to get in trouble for a kid to do something that they really don't know. They're unaware that there's any consequence to it.
Oh yeah, that's just that's just living curious.
Exactly.
Curious.
But people do get on kids for doing things, for having made a mistake or doing something that they don't have any consequence. They don't have any conscience of a consequence. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, okay, if a child spills flour all over the house, it's kind of like, I highly doubt that they thought that they were going to make a mess and that was bad. Right. Or if a kid empties all the pots and pans and are beating on them, I don't really think that in their mind.
No, that's not bad at all.
Right, but, I'm using it as an example, but sometimes they like breaking eggs.
Yeah, they just having fun.
Like, I'm going to the
experience.
It's experience, but so I don't feel like that renders. Right. I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna beat your butt. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get on punishment. It's kind of like, I mean, why would you get? They don't know. They had no conscience that was gonna be, that was a thing that was gonna upset anybody.
How's your crypto?
Haha. Hey, we're not talking about that kind of stuff.
Well, this is investing in mindset, health, and wealth.
Well, we're talking about mindset.
Crypto.
We're talking about mindset. We'll see. I mean, the world is changing. It's been changing. It's always changing.
It's alive, though. It's a good time to be alive.
It depends. That's perspective.
Because when the world changes and you're part of it, you get
it's always a good time to be alive.
Because you can get in on the bottom floor. Well, it's always a good time to be alive, but I'm just saying now. And the weird part about history, shout out to my homie Mike Penn, my brother. He actually said this to me years ago. Life moves in circles, but it never goes backward. It just repeats. It just moves forward in circles. So like everything comes back around. It's just a different time. So if you pay attention to the history of things, how the ripple effects, it's curious, That's why I like to try to read, at least 2 books a month, 3.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to read, even if you're reading someone else's thoughts. It's still interesting to gather perspectives and use those as tools.
Like I said, you take from this person, see what worked. All right, this works for me. This worked. All right, boom. Here we go. This is the masterpiece. This is the whipping in the kitchen. This is what we have. That it tastes so good.
Why do you need to take from this person and this person though to make?
Are you not taking from generations?
I don't know. I'm just
you inherit.
I'm inheriting, not taking.
You inherit.
But I understand. I just asked why, because you said I'm gonna take from this person, that person.
Well, when you
and mix it together, I was like, why do you feel like you need to take some of this and some of that from this person and that person?
What helped my personal growth when I was younger was reading, being in a place, not being exposed to a lot. I was able to read and know, and that helped me know, like, okay, when it comes down to it, it really is on me. It's on me, which is why a huge part of the You Can Only Be You, because I start moving that way in a very young age. That ain't COVID, is it?
Come on.
Oh, all right,
I got a little yawn.
I gotta, go meet and talk to people. So
I cannot even believe that you went there. Like, completely blown that's where you took that.
I love you.
Okay.
I love you. You never know nowadays. They say it's a new strand.
You can only be you.
It's a new strand. Oh my God.
You are a new strand.
I'm the only strand.
You are a new strand of human.
I'm the only strand.
Thank goodness. Sometimes I think it's a really good thing that there's only one of one.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think that should it's only one of one. Thank goodness. That saves us all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. You Can Only Be You. One of one.
You can only be you, baby.